let's say I owned 1,000 shares. That's $6,000. What could I make from that? If I did monthly, see, you see how it gets real scarce? Like these numbers get kind of weird. It's because when you get to these stocks that trade for under $10 a share, the options market gets a little weird. But you can see here, I mean, if I sold this call with a strike of 7, I can make 510. If I sold 750, I make 360. So let's say I had 3,000 shares. So 3,000 shares would cost me about $18,000 or 20,000. I can make a decent income from that. Look at that. So it's 1,080 with this strike of 750. 750 is a good strike compared to 671. That's a big distance. And then following that other rule of again, not investing advice, but not selling all your options is a good way to protect yourself in case the stock decides to go up. All right, so I'm done. If you want recordings of everything that we do in class, just log in at theblackbusinessschool.com. And also, those it's the night before the Black Family Conference, which is online. And if you see this before, then you should join us at blackfamilyconference.com. It's online, and it's basically centered around a big problem in our community, which is family strength. Family is deeply connected to wealth, and so we decided in the Black Business School that we don't just want to create more wealthy people in our community. We want wealthy families because wealthy families become a powerhouse. A lot of these strategies that we talk about with options, if you got 5 people pooling their money together, then it's not so hard to get that 50,000 or that 100,000 or whatever. We've got families in our groups that have 2, 3, 4, $5 million that are that are doing this together and making ridiculous amounts of money. I mean, if you look at imagine like the guy I've seen families do stuff like let's say that you as a family are raising you raise $1 million and you go and you put $1 million into like Oklo or something like that. And this is real stuff, right? So $1 million, I don't know, let's say you have 2,000 shares. I don't know how much that would cost. Let me see. So I'm gonna put that monthly. Okay, 147, 100 shares is 14,000 times 10 would be 147,000. Okay. So let's say it's 4,000 shares. Okay. So that's a big number. That's aspirational, right? So this probably takes us to what's that? $600,000. So compare that to real estate. Look at these numbers. These numbers are crazy. This is monthly income. I mean, this number is so sick that I literally need to go back and double check to make sure it's accurate, but I think it is. So 147, I pick a strike price on Oklo of 160. That's $66,000 in a month. $66,000 in income in a month. And all you got to do is come up with $500,000 as a family, which is barely more than the average home price in America. The average home price in America is about 350 to 400,000. So a lot of you have family members that can do this. You can work together to raise that kind of money, and you'd be able to instantly start a business that is feeding everybody in the family. I think that's pretty freaking powerful. I think that's amazing, and it's not just rolling the dice. It's not crazy options trading where people are out here just gunslinging and taking big bets where they can lose everything. I don't like to invest like that. I'm a relatively conservative investor. Wealth preservation is my number one priority. I'm a husband and a father. I can't go out and gunsling my money like I'm a crazy 25-year-old. So, this is something that I do with the money in my family, and the fact that you can just do something like that, and if you've just been a saver and been putting money in the 401k, paying your mortgage and building home equity, is pretty powerful. There are a lot of black professionals who hate their jobs who have been putting money in their 401k, been saving their money for years, who don't even know how to do this. And I don't know if it's because they don't want to take the time to learn or they haven't. Maybe, I don't know, maybe with me being like, I'm a little, because I'm so pro black, some people think that makes me controversial.